Okay, we should be live now. Sorry about that. As I was about to start stream, it had to go grab a little puppy. Okay, so heads up for everyone. I changed like audio position or like mic position and stuff, so I do apologize if audio's off. But yeah, let's just dive right into it. So first, sorry I haven't been here for a while. I have been. I mentioned in posts I've been trying to keep everybody updated. I've been finishing medical treatment. Yesterday was my last day. And now I'm actually back to doing stuff. So let's just jump right into it. All right, so Unity 6.6 has come out. I mean, the alphas, it's currently alpha 7. And as you guys know, I like to test new features and also do a few things. I want to test out new buoyancy API. So Unity actually released some new API for physics bodies and physics shapes. And I am heavily testing, I've been heavily testing out stuff, and I'll put this in chat too. There we go, got the link in chat. For anybody wondering, I put the link of what I'm going to be testing out in chat. And I'm going to be making water physics. Maybe not even just water physics, like air mechanics as well. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to just disable fan toast. You might hear a... actually, let me mute my mic real quick. I'm going to just make sure my audio sounds good over stream. Physics like air, like... Oh, yeah, actually sounds really good. All right, good. So yeah, let's begin. So I want to create a wind tunnel and water system with the new API. Do you know, I could probably do this in 6.5, but I was going to test out the 6.6 API to make that's going to make it a lot easier. So let's just begin. Sandbox, let's go here. So custom 2D physics. Actually, you know what? Physics world actually is probably where I want to put this. So I'm going to actually create a what is it called? A new SF shape component. I blanked out on how to spell buoyancy. Crap. I'm going to have to redo that. But basically, I'm going to test out doing top-down like river systems that actually push objects. So like actual like flowing river. Also for like side-scroller games like this. Also like a like floating system. So buoyancy shape. Actually, I've been thinking about naming or renaming these. I'm gonna do buoyancy physics body instead. Because now since I've actually got more like knowledge and testing of like how this stuff does. I realize that maybe the naming convention of like SF shape component might not be the best thing, since like one shape or like one physics body can actually have multiple. Well, okay, Unity, I see how this is. But anyways, yeah, sorry. Anyway, let's just go into it. Let's do U2D physics, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna just inherit from SF shape component. I've thought about this. Okay, so I thought about this. If I actually like, instead of doing like just SF shape, like inheriting from SF shape component, I might do like rectangle shape, and that way I can already have like some of the custom scene tools. So the goal is to make like a floating body of water that actually allows you like drop objects to and float it, actually measure like a density, and also have like a flowing river. So, and basically how we're going to be doing that, there is a thing, I'm going to actually, let's actually go to, I think it's called like I know it's like physics body. Okay, I'm going to just put out a random method here, void apply buoyancy. I'm literally going to name this method the same method as the actual like built-in one. So what I'm thinking here is, first let's make sure that the body is valid. Also make sure that the main shape is valid. If not, we're going to return. But what we're going to do is, there should be a apply buoyancy. Cool. Okay. So let's start doing this. So I could do public. Actually, for now, I guess we'll make it a private. And we're going to do a buoyancy input. And we're going to do, gotta remember, like, buoyancy, we'll just say buoyancy properties. We're going to just say that. So we're going to say buoyancy properties. I'm going to actually... Oh no, I was going to say maybe I could do some kind of burst compiling. Now I'm going to also do time.delta time. And we're going to just see what this looks like, because I know that there is several, what is it called? Different like serialization changes inside Unity 6.6. We'll see. I'm going to just go ahead and do this. Water body 2D. So let's do this. We're going to go water body 2D. Oh, that's not what I wanted. I meant to grab the other one. All right. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so we have like surface position. Use triggers. I'm going to say, let's do player and, yeah, we'll just say player for a second. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go here and grab this. I'm going to actually give it a definition. So yeah, static, body constraint, yeah, everything. Make sure that I have that stuff. Density, is trigger. I am actually going to do is trigger. Content filters. I'm going to just actually make this as volumes. So like a water volume. And for now, I'm going to just do this. I mean, technically, it should, like, mass down here will actually be what controls it, so, yeah. Okay, so I want to just test this out real quick. I want to say, yeah, I'm going to just say, first off, I need to go and actually make it where I can, I'm going to turn on debug, like a visual debugging. That way I could actually, like, see the water body. Open a project. Oop, that actually opened up over there. Let's actually go here and just change this real quick. That way I can actually see this. That way I can actually see it in stream. Also, I'm going to turn off the game UI. That way we can actually see this. All right, let's begin. So let's go here. I'm going to make this. So this is going to be our water body. Yeah, I don't have any graphics for it. That's okay. This is our water body. Let me make sure I'm not spawning in it. Okay, yeah, perfect. So our water body allows us to do flow direction, and also like a density. Okay, yeah, so I see how all this is. Cool. So surface normal, surface position. Yeah, this is my first time also using this, by the way. So we're gonna see how this goes. So I'm going to say, what I need to do is I need to make it where, yeah, I'm going to need to make it where, like the, whenever I'm like making contact with something, I like actually like trigger, like, and apply force to it. So let's do this. Let's actually see about, you know, we're gonna just say yeah, on pre-enable, and I'm gonna say I'm gonna actually say try to think what would be actually a good one, because I could do it where like whenever this component is actually like touching or like gets the or actually called like a physics contact callback. So like if I go to FZF shape component here, well, I'm actually gonna like drag this over here. Yeah. So I was thinking like how I should do this. So I have it where there are, you know, I have my custom physics callbacks and stuff like that. I might do it where I just add the SF shape component as its own callback target. I could do that. So yeah, let's actually do that. So I'm gonna say on, we're gonna make it where like whenever anything actually like triggers the callback, we're gonna do like a water, we're gonna apply buoyancy and stuff like that. Oh yeah, actually I don't need to, I need to do, okay, it's been a long time since it's been like a month since I've been able to actually like look for my own code, but that's okay. Yeah, okay, so on trigger, enter, yeah. So basically I can do, yeah, we're gonna do this. We're gonna make it where we are our own actual like trigger shape callbacks. And basically like whenever we actually have like our target set. Yeah, so I can actually do this. I'm going to say add trigger callback. I'm going to actually set myself as a trigger callback. And basically what they'll actually let me do is I can actually say like whenever like on trigger begin happens. I might need to make this as virtual. And we're going to make it where like whatever physics body enters it, we start applying like water buoyancy and stuff like that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go here. I'm going to override this. I'm going to actually override the on trigger begin. Make sure I call the base one because that needs to be. And I'm going to actually say apply buoyancy. And we're going to check this out. We're going to say apply buoyancy. Okay, so the Unity 6.6 added multiple like there. Well, it's the first time we have this method built in like buoyancy physics for the physics body. So I need the one that's, I need to overload. I need to change the overload actually. So I need the world. So the physics world we're simulating in. I need the AAB, get AAB. And then we need to do the input buoyancy properties, which is like how fast the fluid is flowing, how much force the fluid does, and stuff like that. And then that. Okay. So this version of the okay, so there's multiple different versions of this method. This version is actually static, and the reason why is this, instead of applying it over one shape, it actually applies it over everything inside of the actual physics world. That's actually good to know. That's actually useful. So what I could do is I can actually, I probably should add a check for this as well. I'm going to also say world is valid. And the reason why we got to say is valid, these are structs. So for performance reasons, because they're structs, there is no like, is it null? Is it like not null? Stuff like that. Instead, we have to like check to see if the struct is valid or not. So we're going to see how well this works. I have no idea how. We're going to find out. This is my first time using this. I mean, this API I think was released 3 days ago. Oh, I forgot to hit save here. Yeah, so this API was released 3 days ago. 5 days ago. Sorry, 5 days ago. I think it was on the 11th. Okay, so let's check to see all of these. So buoyancy input. So fluid, this is the fluid density specifically, and just I'm gonna actually bring this over so people can just see it for a second, so people can see the new API stuff. So density is fluid density, and they do follow the Archimedes math formula. We can actually choose the flow direction and also the flow speed. So yeah, linear damping, yeah. So. Okay, so it is at the submerged center toroid. Okay, that's actually good to know that it's at the center part. I am curious about surface position at a point in world position lying on the fluid surface. Together with, this defines the infinite plane of the fluid. Oh, I think I see how to do this. Okay, I think I understand this a little bit. Oh, wait. Unity now has like actual like dedicated page for the constructor of API. I don't think that's a thing in All right, well, let's just try it. Okay, so let's just try this out and see how this is. Okay, so I'm gonna just do 0.5. Flow direction. This is radians, or sorry, the velocity vector direction of flow. Yeah, okay. I had to make sure like which one it is. Okay, so we're gonna say flow speed 5. I don't know if that's too much or too little. I'm gonna say flow direction. I'm gonna actually say 0. And we're gonna. I have no idea if like also like lower that. We're gonna find that. I have no idea how this is gonna work. Okay, so do I do that? Okay, wait. I want to try something real quick. Oh, whoops! I forgot to put. Let's do. I don't know. Oh yeah. So this is my first time using this API, so I'm actually not sure. Oh, okay. So let's just say 1. Let's also make sure that this is actually like triggering on the things. Let's actually enter debug mode real quick. Hi, Renekton. How's my little lizard? I don't know if there's an actual like example of this yet. So I could be like doing this completely wrong, but hey. Direction of fluid. Yeah, it's rotation. Yeah, okay, so let's enter that and then let's re-enter. Okay, yeah, okay, so yeah, it's not that the fluid, it's just not applying. Okay, cool. Oh, wait a second. I think I actually know why. Okay, this was a whoops. That's actually first of all, reason why is if I actually go here, pretty sure, yeah, categories. I think if I okay, yeah, it's a me thing. So fun fact, if I actually go to my player physics, and if I actually go here, I don't think I have it contacting with volumes yet. There we go. Yep, that's what it was. Because I haven't made like a volume like SF shape before. I knew I was going to need it. I just haven't made it. Okay, so we know that's working. Yeah, yeah. Okay, good. Okay, yep, that's all it was. All right, so let's go here and before I forget, I'm gonna actually update the prefab real quick. That way, we got that player physics update. Let's add it where it works with like a physical or physics volumes. Okay, so he should be. We know that it was actually. Oh, that would only apply to buoyancy the first frame on trigger. Oh, okay. So instead of on trigger, what we need is actually like constant contact events. Okay. So yeah, okay, so we need actually like a okay, I see what it is. I did not even think about that. Okay, so yeah, so basically I need to make it where it actually applies overall like every frame, which I mean makes sense. There's that time delta thing. Okay, I don't think I have an update method inside of the base class. Okay, so it's gonna be weird. I like this should not be this is not how I'm gonna actually have it in the end, you know. I should probably do it in fix update. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just so do note like this is not gonna be there. Like the reason why I'm not dragging this code into like the fix update thing, I'm gonna be removing fix update. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna actually do this instead. We actually don't need this at all. So I'm gonna see this. Like I said, API came out literally within last week. No, I haven't seen any documentation showing like how to use it. So I'm just going based off of, okay. Yeah, so that is what I was thinking. Oh yeah. Issue. All right, so let's do this. Let's actually make sure like low speed. I don't even know. This one. This is 0. It works. Oh my god. Okay, I get it now. Okay, so yeah. All right. Okay. So yeah. Okay. So surface normal needs to be I'm gonna actually do that. Remove contact events. We don't need contact events now. Yay! I need to remove the distortion of it. Okay, do you know the distortion has actually had nothing to do with like a water distortion like render effects. It's the camera is not snapping pixel perfect because I'm in like a free like I'm not in like actual like a set aspect ratio with integer camera snapping. But yeah, there we go. Okay, so we got water physics. Okay. Yeah, okay, so I'm assuming I'll need to look into like the Archimedes physics formula. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so now if I'm thinking about this correctly, if I set this to 90, okay, -1 instead. Nope. Okay, so we know. All right, so yeah, maybe my character is just a little too heavy. Let's actually change this. So let's change the density of this. Now, since we actually know that it is actually applying fluid force. Oh, okay, maybe that's too much. Oh, right. Sorry, I'm gonna have to. I'm actually gonna set these values. Okay, so. Yay! We got fluid. Okay, there's nothing rendered there. I'm sorry, I don't have like a shader for the water yet. But I mean, that's the idea. Basically, you can actually do like, okay, so like I'm actually like this white box here is actually like a river. All right, so let's see. So 90. Oh, actually, let's do 270. All right, so let's try something. I want to see, so we know, yeah, what if I set this to, no, sorry, I need this to go 90. Let's go set this 10, that way it's like actual more. Do I need this to be -90? I am a little bit confused on like the idea of like how the flow speed and flow direction work. Okay, I might have to look up the Archimedes. Wait a second. Is this in degrees? Flow direction. All right. Wait a second. 2D rotational to produce the flow velocity vector applied as for okay. So I swear that should actually, so I swear 90 should be alright, what if I set this to like the surface normal to -1? Alright, what if I do, god, this is gonna be bad. This is gonna be real bad. Oh, you know what? It may not be, this might actually be working correctly. What it might be is my custom controller, my custom character controller doesn't know about, like, understand that we're in water. So it's still trying to do gravity calculation. Okay, let's try this. I'm gonna just say box. Let's actually add a sprite renderer real quick. Actually, you know what? We're gonna float a barrel. We're putting a barrel in our water. All right, so we're gonna put a barrel. We're gonna say SF rectangle. All right. I'm gonna just say dynamic. I'm actually gonna do a lower gravity scale, and what we're gonna do is it's gonna be. I know it sounds weird. I'm just gonna put on player just for testing purposes. I'm gonna just make this actually do this. Yeah, we're gonna do this, and okay, maybe a little bit more. 10.5. Oh, sorry, I forgot. I need to do okay, well, so we know that works. We know that fully works. Okay, so I'm gonna do this. We're gonna have I'm gonna actually let's make this a little bit smaller. All right, so we know this actually is working. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have like a stopping wall. So we know we got some kind of flow wall. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna just do this. Yeah, I know collision doesn't match his body, but at the current moment, I just wanna like have a stopping effect. I didn't think about that. To platforms and not volumes. Oh my god, static. All right. Okay, so yeah. So one, I'm gonna actually reduce the flow now, flow speed now. Ow! Where is my little man going? Player. Oh yeah, I forgot. Okay, no, that's me. I need to also do that. There we go. Oh, it works. Okay, so. All right. Okay, so it's just continuously like going. I feel like that's a little bit off though. Oh my god, it works! It works! Okay, so yeah, what it is it's my custom character controller. So if I actually go to, it's my character controller that's preventing that from or like working properly. I actually know where that's actually causing issues. That's a fix I can do. But that's cool. Well, that's nice. So basically, I actually did have the correct idea on the flow direction, flow speed. It was just my character controller. Basically, for anybody wondering, if I actually go here, and I go to my player controller, I have a part in the controller body that is actually yeah, I'm actually doing custom like controlling like certain calculations. So yeah, but yeah, okay. So for anybody that'll be joining in, this white box I haven't made a sprite. So imagine this white box here is a like actual like pond, and our barrels floating it or in the pond. Oh, yeah, it's a little too much power, but yeah. So we actually do have fluid physics. So I can actually control if I actually okay, that might have been a little too much. Oh my god, my barrel got sent to outer space. Okay. I want to like test a couple things out. So the density here is the fluid density for anybody wondering. So yeah, let's do flow speed. Let's actually change the flow speed. There we go, because that, like, the barrel was literally being shot out like crazy. And now if I want to do a river, so instead of it bouncing like objects on the surface of the water, I can change the flow direction. And if I change this from 90 degrees to 0, it should act like a flowing river. Yay! Holy crap. Okay, well, that took less than 30 minutes. And like 15 minutes of that was just because I was trying to figure out why my character isn't affected by it, and that's just because of that line, or like this line of stuff. Okay, cool. So we got a somewhat functioning. I kind of want to do a water shader. Like, I was just gonna like have people like stare at a white box, but I kind of want to do a water shader on stream now and actually make like a actual like top down and side scrolling actual like water system. Do know if anybody is wondering, I will put this in the public repo, so if anybody wants to actually use this, just yoink it from the GitHub. It's currently in the, I'll put in like the Metroidvania repo, and then after I tweak it a little bit, I'll put in the top down toolkit. So if anybody ever wants to like do like water buoyancy stuff, cool. But anyways, I want to do a couple more random tests. They may seem very useless, and honestly they might be, but I want to test a couple of things with the buoyancy property. Mainly the surface position. Because again, this API was released 5 days ago. Like, it was literally in the newest version of Unity, released 5 days ago. That's alpha, so like there are documentation parts. There's like a documentation. I'm sorry if anybody's going to get like a white thing. They're my custom physics. So I have zero like colliders and 0 rigid bodies. Unity in 6.3 basically added a way to create your own custom 2D physics. And they're like, if you do it this way, you get way more performance, and you can create a custom like physics component. Like this white box here. Here. Let me actually add a sprite. That way people can actually see it a little bit better. But the white box outlines is literally the debug mode for like the physics. White is a static physics object, and like green is like a dynamic. Let me actually, do I even have anything that works for it? You know what? We're going sky. I'm sorry, that is way too much. Okay, maybe not sky. Let's get something a little bit smaller. Okay, we might just do. Oh yeah, I forgot. I actually do have. This. All right, cool. Okay, we're gonna do this. I'm gonna make it where people can actually tell where the water is real quick. Make it easier for you guys. Let me open the top palette, and let me actually do this. All right. Let's go. Have I added? I think the water. No, that's the interior of the question board. I actually don't think I've added the water tiles yet. Okay, well, let's do this. Give me one second, guys. I'll make the water tiles. That way everyone can see it. Also, do know I'm going to be adding. I'm about to be testing waterfall physics as well. So yeah. Since I haven't actually used it yet, I don't even think I gave it a name. So let's actually go to this. Yeah, I haven't given it a name. Oh, I need to change that to Delaney subdivision. Oh, actually, you know what? Let's not change it for right now. No. Let me actually revert those changes, because I know that's going to actually change a couple things for certain sprites. Unity has like a sprite mesh triangulation method for Delaney now, and it's I haven't really had a chance to look into it. Okay, let's just do this. I'm gonna just grab one. Also, this is like sliced into different pieces, so I can make any size like water I want it. Water water pond. I'm gonna just, yeah, it works for now. So let's go ahead, and I'm gonna actually just do this. That way everyone can actually see a water pond. There we go. And what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to do this. Also, for anybody that's seen it before, I actually have improved the actual like scene tools for creating or like setting the shape for like the physics outline. I don't know if anybody remember, like the scene tool used to be horrible for that. Okay, so now people can actually see like, okay, there's actually like a water there. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, so I'm gonna also just make this foreground just so I can actually do some stuff. All right, so we got some water buoyancy working. I want to test out the idea of like waterfalls, like pressing, like adding force downward. So let's go ahead and add that. Oh, I shouldn't have deleted that. Yeah, that's okay. We're gonna actually go to the rooms real quick, and we're gonna just go and add it here. So let's go ahead, and we're gonna just say waterfall physics. Let's test out waterfall physics real quick. Okay, I still haven't gotten used to the fact that there's actually like folder and icon stuff inside Unity. Like this, like the fact you could actually do like just like a folder and icons inside the hierarchy is just so nice now. Anyways, let's do. I'm gonna create a waterfall real quick and let's just have fun with that. All right. Let's go here and let's just do this. I was like, what? There we go. I was like, huh? And let's just grab this. Actually, wait. Oh, wait a second. Let me turn on the brush overlay, and let me also turn on the scene or like the say brush. There we go. All right. So do this. I'm gonna actually do this, and I'm gonna just hit save real quick. There you go. Also, if anybody hasn't seen it, like this is actually a thing that's actually been inside Unity for a while. You actually create custom brush shapes and stuff. So yeah, there we go. I'm gonna just we're gonna just make this like a little bit of a partially transparent. So you know, give it some waterfall fill. All right, so let's go and let's test out how well the custom buoyancy thing works for this. And I'm actually gonna close that real quick. There we go. Yeah, there we go. So let's do this. So what I want to test out, like there's some games where like you could just like climb up waterfalls and stuff. Like you could just jump inside them. I want to just play around with the water thing, and I'm really surprised I managed to get this done in like 30 minutes. I actually thought, oh right, need to make this one. Do note this density is not just the density of the actual physics shape; it's the fluid density for whenever you're using buoyancy properties. So I'm pretty sure for like fluid density, I probably want to make it like better than my actual like or like higher than my character, or I don't know. I'll have to look up like Archimedes math formula. That's actually the actual like math calculation Unity is using for buoyancy or the applied buoyancy method. So I'm probably gonna have to like do some testing for like different density. Let me actually, you know what, let me actually go to my update. I'm gonna just set a density for my actual character. Player update. Physics update real quick. Let's do, I don't even know if I have like a density that's non-1. I think every single object has been 1 so far. Okay, yeah. So there we go. I just want to make sure that was actually set to 1. All right. So let's do this. I want to have it where not only can we like have like bouncing stuff like that, but also like under waterfalls and stuff, have it where like adds more force. So I'm gonna set this to surface normal, and you know, I'll go over this real quick since this is new API. That way people actually can know about it. Basically, Unity 6.6, I think it was Alpha 7, so literally 5 days ago, added a new thing to the physics body. This is the low-level physics system where you can actually create your own physics. They added a new method called apply buoyancy, and you can actually create use it to actually create your own custom like water physics. And there's also a wind system. So 2D Unity 6.6 has a built-in 2D wind system and a built-in 2D buoyancy system that can be used for like water physics or like gas flowing. So like any type of fluid. It's not just like water. It could be any type of object that has like buoyancy. So you can literally have like a steam use buoyancy. You could have like a lava, stuff like that. So it doesn't just have to be water. It can be anything. Oh yeah, here we go. Speaking of the wind, so they added a few new things called apply buoyancy and apply wind with some structs. And the reason why they're structs is so you can do burst compiling and improve multi-threading, which we're going to be doing. I'll be doing some burst compile and multi-threading in a bit to make it really good. But you can actually control like lift. So like you can have like a fan. Like imagine like I don't know if anybody's played like one of the old Mega Man games, but there's Mega Man games where there's like a fan that blows up Mega Man and you can play them. I think it's like Storm Eagles level, so you can do stuff like that, and it's just now built into Unity, and you can actually add on top of it. And that's what I'm doing. I'm actually going to be adding new features on top of that. Because there's a couple things I want to do for like being able to freeze like part of the water while still having that frozen part, like affect buoyancy, stuff like that. So, but yeah, basically physics body. There's a static version of the method apply buoyancy, and that's the this allows you to actually like apply it the actual buoyancy over an entire physics world. And I'm basically getting the custom like shape. So this white outline is actually my custom physics shape, and I'm actually passing the axis aligned bounding box into it to choose like what area of the physics world to apply what like buoyancy physics to. And then buoyancy properties is literally this right here. So yeah, that's basically it. So surface normal, as far as I can tell, do not please take what I'm about to say with a grain of salt, because I'm still learning it. Like, this is my first time using this API since it just came out a few days ago. So I might be a little wrong on some of these. So I do apologize if I am actually wrong on what I'm about to say, but I got it working, so hopefully it's right. Surface normal allows you to actually choose like what the normal of the water surface is. So like if you're doing like something like this, so like for the barrel here, or sorry, for the barrel here, surface normal 1 makes it where like the water tension is like right here. So and basically you can choose flow direction. Flow direction is in is an angle. So like if I actually choose this, you'll notice that flow direction is 90, which is straight up when the surface normal is 1. If you want to have it like a river, you can have surface normal as 1 and then flow direction as 0. And as you see, it starts to like actually push it sideways, like it's actually like a flowing river. So if you want to do like a flowing river, flow direction 0 for right, and I believe 180 for left. Yeah, there we go. So you do stuff like that. And there's also angular damping, so you can have like the barrel like actually rotate while in it. So I haven't done that yet. I actually want to, let's actually test that because I have some spell ideas, yes, combat ideas for this. Because I have a water boss fight, I was planning on making my own buoyancy system, but hey, if Unity wants to add physics, okay, so let's do, okay, yeah, I'm gonna give this a starting thing, and I'm gonna actually say put this back to 0. I want to see like a okay, so yeah, 5, yeah, there we go. Okay, so if you notice that once I increase the angular damping, the barrel stopped rotating. If I go to 0, Well, actually, it won't. I'll have to like restart it because it's already like nullified the angular velocity. But if I have this at 0, you'll notice that the barrel is slowly like rotating. And then when I change the angular damping of the water, so you can actually make it where objects are can't flip upside down, like, or you can make it where like you can have a crash ship, like you can have a ship in the middle of the water and actually have it like flip upside down, and you can actually control like how fast it rotates, stuff like that, which kind of neat. So like for example, I'm gonna okay. And nice little bug. Let's actually do this real quick. I'm actually gonna show this off. So I'm gonna change this angular velocity 10 just to show what I mean. So we got our little barrel. He's flipping around now. Water physics flipping. So you can also, when he's in the air, you can make it where he like starts to like go upside down, kind of like that. So stuff like that. Also, if anybody wants me to show off anything specific, go like ask. If you guys don't care about like the specifics of it, just tell me and I can just go on game development. Like I'm perfectly okay with chat saying, hey, that's boring, go do something else. Like today's literally just me just messing around, like just trying out stuff. But yeah, so that's the idea. Flow speed is a actual like velocity added to flow direction. So if the flow direction is 90, which is straight up when your surface normal is 1, that will be adding like a 0, 3 velocity. So 0 on the x-axis and 3 for y velocity. So just a little overview of everything. I wonder, how does this do? Also, nor does I haven't set up the waterfall one yet. Oh, you can actually, okay, that's actually cool. So I wonder. So if I set the flow speed, yeah. Oh, okay. So that's yeah. So this is what I was meaning. Like if you had like a little boat, you could like actually make it rotate. And then what I could do is I can actually do this where like the angular damping is like 0.35, and angular damping is like how like the slow of a rotation of an object. So if you notice, the object fell into the water and then it like slowed down. Might do this so like very slow, so you'll notice it slowly starts to stop tipping, and this is how you could actually do objects tipping over. And then if I like actually, oh right, I didn't make the barrel like collide with the character, whoops. Like for example, I'm gonna actually go here, set up player. I'm gonna actually do just platform, and I'm gonna actually go here and I'm gonna say platform. That way the barrel still goes. So if you notice, like, okay, yeah, there you go. Okay, well that's a problem. I'll figure that out in a little bit. I didn't even think about. Oh wait, I know what actually happened. Never mind. That's actually that's not an issue. I just realized. Okay, so the reason why that happened is so my custom like platforming, my custom tile shape, I don't have it where it collides with other platforms. So like when I just stepped on the barrel, like yeah, but yeah, okay, there we go. So yeah, so this way you can make it so like now we have it where we have like a little box that actually like bobs up and down, and the player can step on it and it sinks. So what we can also do is maybe if I might have to do like, I might have to like do some like testing, but like yeah, so now we got like our little like a crate that actually like goes up and down. There you go. So and then you can actually like speak. Okay, you come back down. All right, there you go. I'll have to like find different ways to make the barrel not like get yeeted to oblivion when jumping from below, but you guys get the idea. So there you go, buoyancy physics. Let's go to a waterfall. I've explained enough on that. So first off, let's do player platform. So like both the player thing, or like both the player and barrel can actually go. Flow direction, I actually want this to be 270. Or is this in a range of 180 to, or negative 180 to 180? I actually do not know. I'm assuming this goes into like a full 360. We'll find out. Okay, well anyways. So yeah, so we got this. Okay, so and if I click the barrel, I just want to like test out. Yeah, okay, so we can slowly get the barrel out of the water. All right, so let's do this now. All right, cool. Let's do. So I want to make it where the waterfall actually adds force on the like to make things. So if you see here, barrel still like barrel falls down, but it doesn't like have it increase in speed. If I do this, you notice that the water is actually like adding force now. And if I actually make this like even more, yeah, waterfall just bam shoots the crate down. So what I'm wanting to do is I'm actually wanting to use this property to actually have like I have a jungle area. And I want to actually have like waterfalls with some platforms that slowly like go down waterfalls and that the player can jump on. But instead of like when the player jumps on the platform, you know, you just stand there. Reason why I'm testing like whenever you stand on like object like this, I want to have it where whenever the player stands on the log that's like going down a waterfall, you have like it pushed down like that. So like you actually have like physical interactions with the objects. So let's go and do the next thing real quick. I want to actually, let me test out a couple things. So if I actually add like linear damping, does that change like the flow? Oh yeah. Okay, wait. I wanna do that again. I want to see, is that just because, okay, let's lower this. I need to see. Okay, I think linear damping actually only affects like the velocity, the already velocity of the thing. Hey Al, how are you doing? Yeah, sure, go ahead. I don't think Unity is going to go anywhere. Okay, this might be a hot take. I normally don't do these on things, but I'm saying this hot take because I know there's a lot of people that either love AI, hate AI, or just neutral to it. Not just as a game developer, also as like a customer, like a player that buys games. I don't think AI is going to make any developer go down. And the reason why I say that, statistically, like real world statistics right now, over the last 6 weeks, I know it's only 6 weeks, but 6 weeks to like 8 weeks, there's actually been a decrease in AI job posting on like real job boards. And there's actually been an increase in junior roles. I mean, do you know, it's not a huge increase in junior roles, but there's within the last few weeks, on a global scale, there's actually a increase in junior roles that are being available in not just indie studios, but also AAA studios and AA studios. So I think a lot of people realize, okay, just because you have like an AI tool that will like write code for you, you need to understand it. Because whenever you're like going to like consoles and like building that, you need to know optimization, you need to understand stuff. For example, like the reason why I'm doing like this is all custom physics built on like the physics core module that Unity released that allows you to write your own 2D physics. It's performing and everything, and it works nice. If you're needing to actually create a feature and stuff, you can maybe have AI write it out. The problem is being able to understand optimization, proper logic flow. And by proper logic flow, I'm not just talking about like, okay, player presses button and it does this. I'm talking about like logic flow for like data reading and like system-based stuff like save system, dialogue system, stuff like that. AI is horrible at that. I know some people may be like, oh, it's improving. Yeah, I will admit it is improving, but the reason why it's horrible at it is the design aspect. Whenever you're being a game developer isn't just about typing code. You have to be able to graph out the game mechanics and actually be able to create like a logical reason for your game mechanics and how you build them. And the reason why is most of the time when you're doing game development, you are not solo. You have teammates. If you make a feature, you need to be able and like your teammates on the project is going to be using your feature. you need to be able to explain everything about that feature. That way you can tell your teammates how to properly use it. For example, for people that don't know, I've worked for partnered studios with Sony PlayStation. I've actually been on I actually have been on like Sony's front page. Like I can actually like go to Sony PlayStation front page, and I've actually been contracted on projects that I've made on Sony's front page. I can actually like pull that up even right now to like show you. Do you know the page I'm about to bring up? I was just a contracted person making tools. I'm not actually part of the studio. I was just a external contracted developer. So I'm not officially associated with the studio. I just helped make some dialogue and localization tools, and I can't say that. But like Project Red Bandits, I can't say too much about it because it's not released yet. But I've actually worked on that. Oh look, Sony PlayStation's blog. So I have actual like real world experience, and literally have worked on like projects that I've actually made on like front pages of Microsoft, Sony, and stuff. I think the weirdest one is I've gotten like a front page of NASCAR like a few years ago for a web dev project. So I'm saying this from experience. You like from someone with a lot of experience, you need to know how to be able to like work features together, not just like code it and type it out, but also like make the logical systems make sense. That way your teammates can use it. That way, if there's a bug or something, you know where that bug is, and you know how to actually fix it, and stuff like that. Being a game developer is not just about programming; it's about problem solving. Like, I'm not kidding. Like, to me, game development is less about like actually typing code and actually solving a problem, and that's why and that's why I'm not worried about AI. So I think Unity is actually going to exist more in the future. I'm not saying Godot or Unreal Engine is going anywhere. I think actually think like Godot usage, Unreal usage, and Unity usage will actually start like balancing out to be more even in the future. But the reason why I think Unity is actually going to have a brighter future, core CLR. Okay, disclaimer. Before I say this, I probably should give a disclaimer. I might be a little biased. So just heads up, like if anybody's wondering, like I might be a little biased towards a couple of things because I'm actually on like some of the credit pages for Unity. So but Core CLR is actually going to be a huge change for Unity. As someone that does like modern like Core CLR programming outside of game development, once Core CLR gets here, there's going to be a huge performance increase. Unity is deprecating and removing legacy code. The more legacy code that is removed, the faster the editor is, the better performance your builds are, because there's less code to like actually like go through like on like native side and stuff. Even if that code isn't used, that's why the stripping, for anybody wondering, that's actually why we have stripping settings. So like if anybody's ever wondered like why do we have like manage stripping levels, yeah, it's to get rid of code and lower build sizes, and also like sizes for like different like classes in memory. Okay, I gotta think. I have an NDA. I got to think about what I could say because I have an NDA with Unity. Okay, so biggest thing about Core CLR migration is access to modern day API, and also like being able to use like potential like package manager stuff. Core CLR isn't just like bringing like new like API. It's a huge performance increase. I mean, a huge performance increase. And it also simplifies a lot of stuff. And it also makes it easier for people to get jobs. Okay, so imagine this. You're a game developer in Unity, right? You're stuck on an older .NET framework version. You get used to old .NET API. The thing about Core CLR is when Unity developers start to use it, the knowledge they get while making games in Unity is transferred to other modern jobs. So even if you are like a game developer, you have more knowledge in other .NET areas so you can get a job easier. So there might be times where like, okay, I can't find a game dev job. Well, I know Core CLR and I have experience with .NET 9 or 10, so I can go get a web dev job or a desktop application job. So Core CLR is not just like a performance, bringing new feature stuff. It's also a logical step for like opening up job market. It's like the job market will open up a lot more with Core CLR because if anybody's here is a Unity dev, you might be like, okay, well, Unity jobs are like really scarce right now, so you might have tried to like apply for other positions. You might notice it's slightly hard to do that because a lot of positions want like .NET 7 or newer. And since you're not used to .NET 7 or newer, you're stuck with like older versions of like Unity's .NET framework. It's harder to get a job. And also, it's easier to find people to hire with Core CLR. So when studios start to make projects on Core CLR, they will actually have access to a bigger variety of talent, and it'll be easier for like indie studios, AAA studios, and so forth to actually find someone that matches their requirement. So like, so it's not just like a Core CLR isn't just like, okay, it changes the actual editor thing. It's also like it changes how studios hire people and stuff like that. I mean, there's a lot of reasons. No domain reload. I mean, if you're using Unity 6.6 and you have the right settings, there's almost no domain reload right now anyway. So like literally, I'm going to hit save here. I'm going to go in there. Do you know, you'll still have the compile step, but like the domain reload should be a lot quicker. And you know, I have over 200 scripts in here. So like, even though it like seemed like a domain reload took a few seconds, I have hundreds of scripts in this project. So that was actually pretty fast. And so, oh, it also makes it easier to do console and mobile devices. The improvements to memory in Core CLR will also make it where like you have more room to do certain stuff for mobile devices, because mobile devices you have like performance limitations. You have like an actual like set limit of what you can actually use. So like Core CLR will also make it where like, okay, some of the CPU processing that you had to lost because you were using older version .NET is no longer there. So you gain performance that you can use to add new features, like make NPC smarter, like add extra NPC behavior logic, add new like rendering stuff. So you actually gain more frame time that you can actually spend on other parts without losing like frames in game. And lower end devices will also be able to run better for the most part. Most part, keyword. There's some caveats there. I think that's actually going to be the biggest issue for studios moving over to Core CLR. But yeah, anyways, I don't know if that like answers your question perfectly. I'm sorry that was like a longer rant, but yeah, that's basically why. Like some of the reasons why. There's actually a lot more, but I don't think I can say, because I don't know if Unity's publicly announced them yet. Anyways, okay, so ADHD moment. What was I doing? Oh yeah, platforms. Yeah, okay. So I have this idea. You know what? We actually got this working. I'm gonna actually go to my prefabs. I'm gonna actually do like. Let's actually go to water. Okay, yeah, because I was actually testing out like water stuff before. I'm gonna actually make this prefab. It's only a temporary thing, but yeah, for now. Yeah, okay. So I'm gonna be deleting these prefabs, but for now, I kind of want some. Did I just spell barrels wrong? I feel like I spelled barrels wrong. No, I didn't. Okay, I don't know. My brain was saying that I spelled that wrong. Let's say floating barrel, just so I can test out water. Let's actually go here. I was gonna like do the waterfall thing here, but you know what? I really want to actually like go ahead and go to the jungle area, and let's actually do that. So let's go to Gaia's Heart. Let's actually set this up. Oh, right, I was testing out. Okay, do you know, like, I have a dynamic room loading system that I was testing out. So, like, if anybody is wondering, like, where is everything? Yeah, don't worry about that. Yeah. Actually, wait a second. Okay, so I just updated this project to 6.6. I think I might have a little fun time. Let's go to prefab. I want to see real quick. Uh-oh. Oh yeah, might have found a little bug inside 6.6. I mean, it's alpha. Okay, well, so much for that idea. You know what? Well, let's test this out real quick. Let's make sure that this is actually oh wow, that is horrifying. My art is gone. Ha! Like, my art is gone. Yeah. Ooh, shit. What the hell happened? Alright, well, that's a thing. Okay, well, oh wow, that deleted the entire map. Okay, like, for anybody wondering, don't worry about it. I got GitHub. I have, like, a branch, and it looks like, oh, so I'm actually going to show this off just so people know about it if you ever run into this issue when updating to 6.6. So I'm going to actually go to, oh wow, it's just actually, oh no, like it actually nuked my jungle sprites. Ah, nani? Well, that's a fun one. I'm going to actually go to give me one second, guys. I got to just check this out. Whoo. Oh, okay. I see what happened. All right. Don't worry about it, guys. I see what happened. Give me 2 seconds and it'll be fixed. So basically, there was a fun little sprite cleanup I was doing, and I accidentally deleted a single, like the certain folder. That's okay. All right, well, that was actually not Unity 6 alpha thing. That was when I was cleaning up the project like 2 minutes before I started streaming. All I have to do is like revert on Git, so I'm not worried about it. But okay, well, we're gonna go here then. Oh shit, I just had a cool idea. Okay, so I've been working on an idea of having like a clock tower, right? Like a clock tower that has like a sands of time. And I've been trying to think how to do like a sand stuff. I didn't even think about this. Like I could actually use the new buoyancy stuff and make like sand waterfalls. Because like my thought was this. Okay, so imagine this. Like you have here, let's actually open the castle, the library real quick, and or sorry, clock tower. Let's open up the clock tower real quick. Imagine this. So you have like gears, right? And the gears, some gears can turn and open up like doors and stuff. So like imagine you have like this area right here where you can actually go up and like get up here, and there's like, oh, there's like something blocking your path. There's like a little like metal bar and so forth. Basically what I'm thinking is I was gonna make it where like there's like pressure plates, and the pressure plates like you actually like move stuff around to create like sand coming from like hourglass. I haven't done the art for it yet. That might be something I do later today. But basically, like you actually have like the sand. You have to open like sand gates, and the sand weighs down on the pressure plate, and then it opens these doors. I was thinking of how I was going to do certain things with the sand's buoyancy, and it didn't click to me that the new API that was released within last week can actually be used for that. So I will, I can also use it inside the sinking swamp area for the foreboding swamp. Wow, I just realized the new API actually opens up a crap ton for me. Okay, so we are going to go back here though, since don't have like our little waterfall, or like our waterfall sprites and stuff, or our jungle sprites, but that's okay. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna actually make it where we have a waterfall that actually falls down, like has like platforms that actually like float down in it, and the platforms will literally like sink as you step on it, so you can't like just safely stay on them the entire time. So let's actually do this. Okay, so I know I deleted this earlier, but I feel like full doing it, but we're gonna re-add it. I was wondering where like a lot of my stuff went. Also, yeah, okay. Glad I did this earlier, so we're gonna do this. Add my own sound effects, everyone. So make sure, actually delete that. I need to actually set that real quick, and then we do this. All right, cool. So let's do this. Let's actually make it. Well, since my jungle art got nuked by my own mistakes, we could just I might just use like something else. Do I have anything that actually would be okay looking for like a heart or like wood? Okay, let's do this. Let's actually go for, I have like some test stuff. You know what? I could actually just yeah, I got it. Okay, here we go. For now, I'm just gonna use this. All right, 64, 32. When actually this one actually, no, actually I should keep it as 32. I have a reason for keeping them at like 32 by 32 for like a rendering and tile map performance. So what I'll do is I'll just change the pivot point to be top center. That way that is wood. All right, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna say this is a wooden plank 0, and this wooden plank 0 is what we're gonna actually be put down here. There we go. All right, so wooden plank. So let's do this. So I'm gonna actually match the barrel. Oh, okay. I have noticed that sometimes, since Unity 6.5, like sometimes like certain things do not like actually select on the first try, and I'm actually gonna say waterfall plank. I'll just do this. I'm gonna say plank, and I'll just delete this. All right, so yeah. Oh, I bet I know why. Let's see. Did my actual like selection stuff? Let's do this. I have a feeling that oh no. Okay, I don't know why it's not letting me select barrel. Nice. W2 Unity. But anyway, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna have it where like wooden planks like go down the waterfall. And just like the barrel, we're gonna make it where they can be pushed. So let me make sure that, let me actually check a couple values, right? Okay, waterfall, let's go to the waterfall real quick. And I'm gonna just set this to 270. I'm gonna just say 1. All right. So I think what I want to do is for the water plank, I want to make it where instead of gravity, we let the waterfall completely control this. So for the most part. So I'm gonna actually like what I'll do is I'll have like a small. Oh right. Actually, that way we don't have to like search for it over and over again. Let's do this. Let's do platforms, and let's do player. That way we stop getting that, and then we can actually focus on other stuff. So if we go here, I'm going to make it where Oh wow, that is a okay. I don't know if anybody's noticed what just happened, but don't worry about it. Okay, so I'm gonna actually change that. That way we have 0 rotation because I don't want to actually rotate. I want to just test out like a couple like things for. Oh, probably be good if I actually like make the shape match more. All right, let's actually do this. All right. Oh, actually, will those actually push each other up? Oh God, I have some horrible, stupid ideas for that. All right. So I want to see how we can make it where this waterfall or the water body will actually keep these pushed up more when I'm standing on it. So if I actually like go here, I'm thinking let's do 100. Okay. Yeah, so there is a oh wow, okay. Let's do 25. Because I'm thinking my platform just my okay, I need to change like I need to find like a good like combination of like density and water flow stuff. Okay, actually, you know what? I don't actually have to worry about that for the waterfall. I just realized I don't need to worry about that for the waterfall. And the reason why is since waterfall is always going down, yeah, I can actually just do this. So I'm actually going to put gravity scale to 0. And I'm going to go to the actual waterfall itself and make sure flow direction is -90. I'm going to see like, how does that like, okay. Body constraints, shape definition, platforms, context. Oh yeah, no, volumes is on. Yeah, that element DPI thing has been it's not like any annoying warning. Also, hey, thank you, Melvin May. Okay, for anybody wondering, shout out to Melvin May. Hopefully you don't. I'm hoping you're okay with me saying this. He's the actual Unity 2D developer that added this this method. Like he is actually a member of the Unity development engine team, and he's the one that actually added this these methods. So what I'm doing right now would not be possible unless he added the feature to Unity's engine. So thank you, Mel. But I've been having a lot of fun. This is literally like on stream was my first testing of the waterfall stuff, and I've been able to do some interesting combinations. It is definitely a flexible and nice little thing that I've been able to actually like get working for a few things. I've already got it where like I can like have barrels like flip around, stuff like that, like slowly sink underwater. I'm trying to test out the idea of I just need to find the right combination of like values. Honestly, yeah, I just need to find the right combination of values. Actually, wait. You know what? I was actually you know, I will be moving this out of fix update. I'm just currently having a fix update for the current moment. I want to do this. I'm gonna actually put this to 1. I'm gonna actually move this down here because we're gonna focus on this for a second. Make sure that body constraint was turned off. Make sure I got the volume. Yeah, okay. Go to our actual waterfall buoyancy physics body and let's test out a couple things. So the idea is that when like yeah, okay, yeah, cool. Oh, and I forgot to make the waterfall yeah, let's try that again. Okay, so here's the idea. So basically, imagine like an old platforming level where like you have like wooden planks that actually like go down a waterfall, stuff like that. I want to have it where, ignore that, I copied the wrong thing. I want to have it where when the player like stands on them, actually those are too close together, the player will actually hit their head. Yeah, this works. When the player stands on them, they will slowly go down but not like just completely sync. And I do think I have an idea. Oh, is that something I did? Oh no, okay, that's not, that warning is not the physics system or the any code I do. By the way, if anybody's testing out Unity 6.6, just a heads up, if you right click and add like a properties like I'm doing, whenever you like enter and exit play mode, it tries to create a new hot reload instance for some reason. And it'll literally say like a object no longer exists or was destroyed. So that wasn't a physics thing. It's actually because I had this up there or up here. I don't know if there's actually a bug report for that. I'll have to actually check. So we got our platforms where like a waterfall will like slowly float them down and so forth. But I want to make it where they like whenever the player jumps on them, they don't like just sink. There's a couple different ways I could do that. I could literally do it where like I could literally, is there a way to nullify velocity on contact? I actually have never tried that before. And the reason why I said that is because at the current moment, when a player jumps on them, like his vertical gravitational velocity is like just boom. So I might try to add a way to make it where you can tell contacts do not add velocity or like transfer velocity from one to another. That might be something I do. I mean, I'm trying to think of like there's a couple different ways I could do this. I could just literally have a script on the wooden planks that just ignore like external velocity whenever like a player jumps on it. I mean, there's so many ways I could do this, but I was trying to think of interesting or yeah, I'm literally trying out like a interesting idea instead of like a practical idea, just for fun. But yeah, okay. You know what? Yeah, I probably should just have it where whenever like the water, like the waterfall physics is like pushing down like the planks or anything inside the waterfall physics, have a way to make it where other objects can't like add velocity. I'm pretty sure there's a way to do that. Oh, okay. It's gonna be stupid. I know this is stupid. I want to test out something. So yeah, I know that slows it down. So I want to see like what happens. Oh yeah. So that's actually exactly what I was thinking was gonna happen. I might just end up writing a script that does like check on like contact. That way, like the player doesn't like send its velocity over. Actually, what if I set these to kinematic? Okay, so I don't know if the buoyancy works on kinematic stuff. No, it does not. Okay, or does it? Yeah, no, it does not. Okay, I wasn't sure if the buoyancy like logic actually works on kinematics or not. I kind of figured it wouldn't, because that would kind of go away from the point of like being the clear kinematic. Okay, so yeah, I'm probably like overcomplicating this quite a bit. Okay, yeah, so oh well. So what we're gonna do, I'm gonna just add a temporary script just for fun. Just for fun, we're gonna just add a temporary script real quick, just to have like a sandbox. I'm gonna just do whatever. Actually, I'll just shove the script in here because I don't want to like spend too much time on this. Ignore contact velocity. Yeah, it's such a lovely little thing. U2D physics. We're gonna do this. So I'm gonna just have like a actual like reference to a SF shape component real quick. SF shape component. Okay. What I'll just do is let's say on enable. Let's also do eye contact. Again, yeah, let's say So let's actually just add eye contact begin. We're gonna do it this way. If shape component does not equal null, we're gonna say shape component dot add contact callback target. This. I'm gonna just do that. I'm gonna just say remove contact callback target. Okay, so what we're gonna do is probably just make it where like see, I'm gonna look into physics body real quick. So I want to see like physics vents. I never actually thought about this before, but there are going to be times whenever I want to prevent the like external context to like from doing anything to on collision. So what I want to see is if there's actually a way to nullify that. To do contact ID. Okay, so contact begin event. Because I know it's going to be see contact ID. I wanted to see something manifold. Yeah. Okay. No. I can basically just do this instead. I can just say oh, what if I just reset it? Okay, so no, I don't think this is gonna work, but we're gonna try it. We're gonna have fun with this. Okay, this might be like actual like linear velocity. I'm gonna check out something real quick. I don't think this is gonna work. Because my first thought is like, okay, it's going to continuously add the velocity like from the player's gravity going down. So I'm pretty sure this won't do what I'm thinking it'll do. Or I'm sorry, I'm pretty sure it won't do what I want it to do. But I want to see something real quick. It's a stupid idea, but bear with me for like 2 minutes. It's going to be do this. I want to actually go here. We're gonna actually get rid of outer plank real quick because I want to have gravity scale 0. I'm actually going to just have this off for a second. So okay, because I'm constantly doing it. Oh wait, no, on body. Body update callback. If I do something like this, I want to see body update call thing. Yes. Okay. I might be able to just override the velocity here. So let's do this. Have I actually made a add body? No, I'm not. Okay. Well, I'm gonna do that real quick. Sorry, guys. Literally first day back from month-long treatment. My brain is still scattered, but that's okay. Add body update contact body update contact. I'm going to actually add a new set of vent systems to the SF shape component real quick. So I'm going to go up here. I'm actually going to go to decoration real quick, and I'm going to say is it just do okay? Yeah, it's just eye body update 2D callback base. There's a reason why I'm actually inheriting from frame base. Actually, I don't need to do that for this one because the reason why I originally had him like a base one is because there's like a begin and an end 2D. But I don't actually need to worry about this one, so I can actually say on body update real quick, and I can just say. Just take this real quick and shove it in there. Now I'm gonna say SF shape component, calling component. Also, the reason why I have like these interfaces vents, I'm making it where like other game objects can like one physics body can actually like call on begin and on contact enter on multiple different like game objects and components. So it may seem weird, but just bear with me for like 2 seconds. Oh, and I'm gonna there we go. Ignore that. We're gonna just do this. Okay, so go down here. We're gonna actually go to where I actually have these. I haven't split the on trigger one yet. So it may seem like I have a lot of callbacks. This is kind of like my own base class for my shape components. So there's going to be like, this is kind of like the Unity's equivalent of like the actual like collider, like 2D base class. So you're going to see a lot of random stuff here that may not make sense or may seem like there's a better like idea how to do it. We're going to go here. I'm actually going to do this. I'm going to say on body body update callbacks. We're gonna say physics on body. So body update event. Yeah, body event. Body update event. So do this, and instead of, we're gonna go here and I need to do this anyways, like sooner or later I need to do it. I need body body update targets. Grab that real quick. And then we're going to go down here and I'm going to say body 2D callback. And I'm also going to say body update. Callback. All right, there we go. Okay, and I'm gonna say body. Actually, we don't even need this. I can actually just do it this way. Yeah, I actually don't even need this. The only reason why I have like if statements here is because there's begin and end. So I can literally just go here and I can just say body update targets and just add yay, update, body update 2D, callback, do that, yeah. I don't even need to check this actually. I can actually just do target. Since I'm actually checking for typed error. I am gonna keep this type check here for something that I'm planning on doing in the future. I might remove it if I actually don't need it. Should go ahead and check to make sure that the list is not null, or also make sure that oh wait, oh yeah, null propagation. Actually, you know, I don't actually use null propagation a lot on collections, but it does make things a little bit simpler. You know, like give me like 3 days or so, everyone, and like I'll be able like function a lot better. I'll just say that. All right, so yep, we're gonna say if body update targets is that each target, we're gonna say on body update 2D. We're gonna say actually I don't even need this. I'll need a second one. I could just do this. And yeah, I can actually just turn that into, I can just invert that. Yeah, okay, so this is gonna seem weird. And I know I know how weird it kind of looks. I need to move this up because I actually put it in between two others. I need to put this all the way above the, okay, so I got my add callback. I got my actual like callback triggering. And I I just need to do like the or just add like the remove thing. And I can just do this as well. Remove. Yeah, I know like this may seem like a lot of boilerplate code, but it's gonna be really useful for custom components, especially the buoyancy one. It'll actually let me get rid of the fix update. So let's do that. Let's actually move this also up here. I'm trying to keep them all like together. Yeah, and basically I can just call this on body wait, God, it's been so long since I've actually looked at my own code. It's been quite a bit of time. Yeah, okay, so on body update callbacks, and then I just got to do that. I will be cleaning this up. I swear I'm going to clean this up. Oh, actually, I do not need this one. I actually put up the wrong interface. I need the iBody update callback on here. Actually, I probably should have. On pre-solved. Actually, I probably should have this. Yeah, okay, that's what I was thinking. I thought I had it where like all my callbacks and stuff actually had a thing. So I want to make sure. Yeah. So if I actually go here, yeah. Okay, so wait, did I only do that for the on pre? Okay, yeah, so make sure I got this. So on trigger enter. Yeah, okay. So basically did it where okay, I did actually have my own custom component. Like I said, it's been a while since it's been a long time since I've set one of these up. So I actually do want what I'm gonna actually do is I'm gonna actually try to like coordinate or like coordinate these real quick. So trying to do this body update callback, and we're gonna do that, and then it's gonna yell at me, say, hey, I need to implement this. Well, okay, yeah, so here we go. So drag this up here, and I need to add more regions. There's a reason why people have regions. Body update callbacks. Yeah, so okay, we got our add, we got our remove, we got our for loop one, and then we got our actual one. Okay, so this is the one called by Unity's actual physics system, and then this one will be actually done here. So I can actually just do this. Yeah, I could actually just send this here. Okay, yeah, we're good. So sorry. This is like, I know this part's boring, but like this is gonna be like actual like useful for later. I'm gonna go ahead and just add a region while I'm thinking about it. Trigger callbacks. Awesome. Try to make it where like all the directives and stuff is down there. So go here and region, and how I at least have like some of those. Okay, so it's gonna be should have one error still. Yeah, because I forgot to remove that comment. Okay, yeah, and then I can go in here and we can start doing this. Okay, so sorry that that seemed like a lot of stupidity, but I never had to do that again. And I really needed to actually do that. So add remove, and we're gonna say remove body update callback target, and instead physical callback, I'm going to say I body update. And then we're going to just do this. And here we go. And hopefully this is actually going to work. Okay, so what this will do is now like my calling component, some like my SF shape component here, will actually be able like inform like other components and other game objects about physics events now. So what I want to do, I want to see, I want to actually just, for now, I want to do, I'm going to just set this to vector 0, because I want to just see something. I want to just see if this does what I'm thinking. Can I modify the, oh, sorry. Oh, sorry, I meant to say, SF shape or calling shape component dot body linear velocity. I was like, wait a second. All right, okay, so shape like a lot of boiler code that's going to be used in dozens of classes, like dozens of classes going forward. Well, I want to see something now. All right, so not what I was expecting. Okay, let's make sure that this is actually no, it's not. Okay, that's what I was thinking. Find usages. Let me actually no, I'll keep it right here. Okay, yep, that's right. Alright, yeah, it's not null. Okay, let's make sure that this is being called auto-body contact. Ew, it's not. Okay. So this is just not being called. Let's go here. Oh, I bet I know what it is. If I remember right, inside here, I actually have to do a couple like settings. I can't remember which one it is. Okay. So it's probably, if I go into the physics settings real quick, let's go to physics settings. I name it SF physics settings, whatever. Here we go. Let's do this. Auto body compacts. That's fine. Okay, now let's see. There we go. Alright, so I'm gonna have to be careful with this. This is a bad idea right now. I do mean it. It's a very bad idea because having it automatically like call this is really bad performance. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to actually go here and I want to see if we can get it to actually call this. And make sure that this is actually calling. Okay, so that is not being called still. So let's actually go here and let's actually check this out. Contact events. Contact events on. I don't. Making sure I have, okay, yeah, making sure I have all the right settings. Okay, well, this is fun. Okay, let's go back to SF shape component real quick and let's actually make sure like this part is being called. Actually, let's go to this for. Let's actually reach this for loop. Oh yeah, that is actually reaching it. Yeah, okay, so let's actually put it in here that way. We're not like in a stuck. Okay, so if I do this, why is it not calling it? It called it on the okay. Well, here we could do this instead. I'm gonna just add a temporary option because why not? Okay, we're gonna do protected full auto callback body update equals false. Alright, actually, we don't have to like declare it. And I'm going to do this. I'm going to go and I'm going to say inside of the let's actually go in here and we're gonna do this. So yeah, I know this is still not like avoiding some performance hits and stuff, like changes and stuff, but I just want to see something, because at the current moment I don't want like to rapidly get stuck inside of the yeah, okay, so we're gonna just see if we're reaching this point for the thing. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to say, oh crap, I actually need to set that as instead of, I set that as freaking, I just realized I accidentally set that as I need to set that as public for a second. This is not going to stay here because this is really bad on performance. Body, if you're doing like on body contacts, it can really cause some performance issues if you're automatically calling it. So I'm going to say auto call, just for now, auto callback equals true. So it's going to be default false. And then we're going to go here and we're going to see this. We're going to see. So so yeah, there is a waterfall here. I just disabled the rendering. I just want to see. So basically, yes. Okay. Oh yeah. So that is happening as expected. Okay. So the goal is whenever the waterfall is actually making the platform like go down, we don't want the player to actually like push down like that. So at the current moment, I want to make it where we just nullify like the contact velocity for the player. That way, like the wooden plank is only controlled by like physics from waterfall. Okay, I might just make this where I might make this like a kinematic, and I might just set it up or set the plank as kinematic and just have like a script that makes the planks follow a path. That is the simplest solution. I'm not kidding. That's actually what you would do in a real, like if you're actually making this. The only reason why I'm doing it, I'm setting it up this way is I'm just trying to test things out and learn it. Because I want to see if it's possible. So like we have like the waterfall actually like pushing down on it. And I can actually bump up like the flow speed. So like the platform and everything actually moves. Also, I'm going to go ahead and seeing that random floating barrel is just funny. I'm going to actually go to the barrel real quick and I'm going to set a couple things. I'm going to go to a water body it's under and just change this. Let's do this. I want to actually see something. I wonder. Yeah, there we go. You seeing it bob rapidly up and down is just like, I have this like actually set to, yeah, okay, so like yeah, there we go. Okay, so like I think I just got to figured out like a good way to like do this. So like having the flow speed be very low. Actually, yeah, having the flow speed be very low might actually be what I want. And having like the linear velocity. I need to make this where okay, yeah, so the barrel slowly goes down. What if I do that? Actually, oh, okay, I see why. I just realized why it doesn't bob up and down in certain cases. Okay, so yeah, I just figured out like the main use of like the fluid density. Yep, that's what it is. Okay, so let's say the barrel has a density of like let's say barrel has a density of 1. If we have the water have a lower density and a lower like flow speed, so like the barrel will slowly sink. But the second we turn the density to like something higher, like I think the barrel might actually not sink as much. Let's actually try this out. Okay, yeah, so that does actually, yep, there we go. So, but if I change it, so it's basically a balancing act of okay, so basically I'm thinking flow speed of like 0.1, linear damping, yeah, so linear damping to okay, so I get how like a good way to get like the behavior I want. So increase the linear damping whenever you want to control how certain objects are actually going to slow down like the farther they go down. So I can actually use like linear dampening to slow down like velocity as like objects go lower into the water, farther in. I actually use like a somewhat okay flow speed, or like sorry, that's under 1, so like let's say 0.5 or something like that. Oh wait, did the barrel go to sleep? Actually, you know what? I don't know if that actually makes the object actually go to sleep. Yes, I am just changing. I think that might actually do, does make the barrel go to sleep. Okay. Yeah. Okay. All right. I'll have to test that out like later. Anyways, go back into the waterfall thing. So I'm thinking now, instead of just doing this, like I was wanting to use the waterfall physics to actually like affect the platforms. The real thing you would probably do is actually like create a spline, and like for example, I'm gonna just say spline. Actually, let's do this. Let's actually go here. I'm gonna like what you probably actually do instead is create a actual spline container, and you might actually. Did that crash Unity? Okay. Oh, no, okay, we're back. Oh, okay, well, somewhat back. It froze for a second. I couldn't even, like, change it. Okay, so what you would actually do, technically, is have something like this. Blank, spline. And you would actually have, like, a spline animate or something like that. So let's say spline animate. Where you would actually, like, test that out. And yeah, as you see, like you could just animate that way. Also make sure that do spline element, yeah, line. World space. Yeah, it's gonna be like what? World animation alignment not mode is not supported. Well, oh well. Yeah, so let's do up axis. Yeah, we're gonna just do this. So technically, you do probably something like this, where basically like you would have like a set of spline points, and I'm gonna say instead of that I'm gonna say like 0.5. Yeah, so you like in real like game development, that's probably what you would actually do. You would just set up a spline. I was just wanting to try and get like a waterfall physics. I probably can get it done. Like I know I can. But I don't want to make you guys suffer with that. Like, also, it'd be nice if I could actually, yeah, let's do, or not create spline, let's edit the spline. I've not used spline in such a long time. Let's do this. Let's go here. Let's actually say, not close. I'm gonna just say like -9. I'm gonna just say -1, something like that, kind of. And basically, the real way you would do this is something like this, where you'd have like a group of like planks, and oh yeah, I need to have them be offset, because let's just say 0.5. Yeah, it's probably how you would do it. Instead of the planks being dynamic though, you probably do like static. And yeah, basically not worry about like contact events or anything like that, because there's no point in them. So this would be how like you would do it the boring way. So as you saw, it literally takes 2 seconds. I was just wanting to actually see if I can get like physics working with it. The reason why is I was wanting to make it where like if you step on like a platform, it starts to fall faster. And do you know you could do that? Still, what you could do is have a like on contact begin event, and you can just like the initial like or like on body update event or on contact begin or whatever, and add on like the incoming like physics body. So like that would be the player in this case, vertical velocity onto it. So I mean, you can do something like that. But yeah, I mean, this is how you would do it in like a normal case. Yeah, sorry for spending so much time on this. I just really want to have fun. Also, I love how the World Space Line is actually technically not. I love how it says like or not supported. And even though that it's literally option inside of the freaking thing. Also, one way you could make it seem like make it seem like it falls a little faster or something like that. You could mess with like easing mode or anything like that. Like for example, make it where like let's actually do this where it's like 3. You'll notice that like as it gets closer to the ground, it gets slower. But instead, you would actually set it's like ease only. So yeah, so you could do something like that. So basically, you set it so ease in only. Do this, you'll notice that okay. So they move. Oh yeah, 1.5. Let's say 1.5. And as they like get farther down the waterfall, they move faster. Do you know like the only problem is by having like a start offset for one, when it actually goes over the loop, the start offset is remembered. So like if you look at this platform, actually, let's do this. Let's disable this one. Go here. You'll notice I have start offset of that. I'm gonna set that to like 1. So platform basically goes. You'll notice that it eases in to wherever your start offset is. So yeah. So that's things to consider. Actually, ease in and out might actually work with that. But yeah. So if you're not wanting like really advanced physics or anything, that's how you would actually do like that. But if you want like advanced physics I was going to do, you would have to do a little bit more. Okay, well, I've had my fun for this. This is literally just me playing around. So what's next? God rays, I guess. Oh, wind. I forgot. I was gonna play with the wind. Let's make wind. Yes, let's make some wind. I'm gonna actually go here. I'm gonna just short of waterfall. Let's make some wind. Yes. How do we do wind? Well, there is just like there's a buoyancy input, there's also a wind input. Let's have fun with that. So let's do this. Let's go to water body. I'm gonna actually go here. I'm gonna do something similar. I'm gonna say wind zone physics body. Oh, so I need to remember. Yeah, we'll say wind zone physics body 2D. I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna also make it inherit from SF rectangle. And I'm gonna actually done that first. That way it doesn't do this. So let's do this now. So just like how we had in the buoyancy physics body, I'm actually going to delete or get some of the stuff out of the way. you would, again, I would not normally do this inside of a physics update. I would actually do it something else because we don't need it every physics update. You'd only need it when there's actually something inside of it. So what you could do is like you could have a trigger, like on trigger begin or anything, and it basically like disables the wind zone, or enables the wind zone, and then like when you exit it, something exits it, it disables the physics stuff. That way, like the physics calculation is not actually happening during it, apply wind. So don't do this in physics or fix update. There's better ways to do this. But for now, let's have fun. This entire stream is for me to learn stuff. Wind properties. Wind properties. So let's do this. Now, I haven't seen the overloads for this. Okay, so you got a physics world, a axis lining box. Oh, you don't need time delta time. Okay, well that's the only difference. Okay, well there we go. Let's have fun with wind physics. Okay, so there's like old Mega Man stages. I'm pretty sure it's like Storm Eagle like stage, where you could have like, there's like fans and stuff. I gotta look this up while it's compiling. Yeah, it is. Okay, it is Storm Eagle, like Mega Man X specifically. So let's have a, I'm gonna just say square. This is our wind zone. Yeah, this is our wind zone. Wind zone. And I'm gonna say wind zone physics body 2D. I'm gonna say I might need to remove certain well actually no, that's okay for now. Let's do this. Let's do player. Let's do this. I literally think this is actually all we need. So I know lift is the coefficient for like a per edge aerodynamic force. Do note, circles ignore lifts, because whenever a circle is actually like hit by air, the air actually goes around it, like in actual aerodynamics. So instead, what we do is for like circle stuff, you just rely solely on force. All right, so let's try this. So what I'm gonna do, we're gonna do this. I'm gonna actually just scale this. Actually, you know what? I'll just turn on scale size. Oh, I need to remove that. I was just testing that out. I'm gonna just like say 4. And oh no, master! I apparently have broken my scale size thing. Okay, well, anyways, oh, wind works. Okay, well, I am going to have to, okay, 1 second, before I check this, because I don't want that, create body, but it's skull size, to do create body, create shape. Let's go, I want to check this out real quick. Oh, yeah, not physics shape. I need to go. Let's go to or sorry, not physics body. I need actual shape. So let's go here, and I want to check something out. I want to see scale radius. Yeah. Okay. So I thought. I apparently missed this somewhere. Physics shape. Oh no, I actually want that scale. Scale radius. Okay. No. I thought it was on physics shape. Great shape. Let me check this out real quick. I want to check this out. Shape definition, scale. Forgot where that is. Man, you can tell like it's been a long time since I've had to actually. Oh wait, yeah. Here is what I was thinking. Do I not have it where it scales? Okay, I'll have to update that because that is actually a bug on my side. Where the scale option is not working there, but that's okay. Going back to wind zone physics. So let's just do this. Okay. We got ourselves our little like happy wind sprite. Actually, instead of sprite writer, let's actually make this actually do sort of like a visual effect. Let's actually just do this and have it like actually go to renderer. Let's do this real quick. I'm gonna just add like a and we're gonna say just to yeah, I'm gonna just have like a little like wind zone here. Actually, let's do this. I might need to make it where I can actually like match like stuff a little bit easier. Okay, let's do, or like max like the size of like VFX graph stuff. I mean, you can actually do that. You can make a VFX graph stuff actually match the size of like physics shapes and stuff. So what I'm gonna do, just so we have like a visual indicator for like where the wind zone is, I'm gonna say edit gizmo, and we're gonna just go there we go. So our feathers are gonna be our little wind zone visual effect here. Let's also do let's do -3. There we go. So we have our little wind zone. I'm just throwing the feathers together for a second. So this is gonna be our wind zone. So basically the goal is whenever we enter the wind zone, we get actual like we'll actually be having some lift and stuff. So what we want is trigger. I want to see oh, why is that going sideways? I thought oh, wait a second. Oh, what about okay, good stuff. Ooh. So okay, that's a little okay, let's actually oh, okay, I get what lift is. Okay, so I was trying to figure out like what lift was for like a API. I get it. So that's what it meant by per edge aerodynamic force. Okay, so don't want lift actually. We just want to have it where no, I'm gonna just drop a barrel in there. I know like it sounds weird. Do you know like the reason why I'm like using barrels for tests for wind and water physics is because my current player controller that I wrote has some overrides for like vertical velocity, and I need to update it to support wind and water physics. What we're gonna do here is we're gonna do this. Well, that's sad. All right, so let's do 50. Oh wait, -50? Oh, I need to that. There we go. Alright, so 50. Oh, yep, it works. Okay. Whee! Did you see go? Did you guys see how far it went? That was actually really fast. Okay, yeah, so in physics. Okay, so if I do 1, alright, so like at a lower wind zone. Okay, yeah, there we go. Cool. Alright, I'm also gonna do like yeah, okay, so cool. So 0.5, I'm gonna actually do this real quick just for funsies sakes. We have like a wind zone, and then we have let's test out some of these parameters. We're gonna start with like so basically you have force. So yeah, okay, cool. Yay. Okay. That's actually a pretty nice effect because like it goes out of the wind zone and then it like comes back down. Okay, I want to see like how much drag affects this. So drag scales the wind contribution to relative velocity, is what the thing says. So I don't know. Okay, yeah. So it's kind of like I kind of figured that's what it'd be, but I didn't think it would have that big of an effect. Okay, so it's pretty much like linear. It's like a linear dampening in a way, but specifically it's for relative velocity on a per-shaped system. So basically what I could do then is I could do like 0.1. Let's do 5. I want to see like wait, what about if I set this to 1? So if I set this to 1 and then I set this to 2, 3. So I know like the force has to overcome like the velocity of like gravity scale and everything. So like for example, if I go to our floating barrel, you'll notice I have a gravity scale. If I set this 1, it just sings. It just sings. If I actually set this to 5 for linear velocity and I set it back to 0.5, you notice that because of the linear velocity, it rises slower. If I do 50, it just stops. Actually, I'm kind of curious about this. Okay, that's what I figured. So yeah, so like having like a huge linear velocity or linear damping will actually weaken that effect. But if I put it to like 1, if I do like 0.1 on the drag, actually no, let's do 1. Oh, that is not doing what I was expecting. Okay, so I was expecting the drag. Oh, sorry, not drag, the lift. I want to test something on the lift real quick. Okay, let's actually do this. I'm going to actually make it where we don't see that. Okay, I just like there are like feathers and stuff are still there. I just want to like disable like seeing the visual effect for a second. All right, so yeah, so basically as like wait, is it continuously adding velocity? Wait a second, hold on, I thought that might be a problem. Whee! It is. Oopsies. Okay, that's not what I was expecting. Okay, well that's why you need drag. I mean, if you don't have drag, that's your problem. Yeah, there we go. Okay, that makes more sense. Okay. So drag makes it where whenever you enter the wind zone, so whenever you enter the wind zone, like a drag will make it where it slows down the current velocity of the objects. So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna make it where let's actually do this. And I'm gonna go ahead and change the shape of this to let's do that. That way I can like see it a lot easier. Okay, yeah. So basically, drag makes it where any of the current velocity is like changed. So as the barrel hits the thing, you'll notice that it starts to lose like velocity. And if I go to like 4, it takes away more velocity. What if I have 0 on the lift and then set it to like 5 for the force? Oh, okay, well. Yeah, that's what more of an effect I'm thinking of. So like and then 2 for the maybe 3. It is a balancing game. You gotta balance like figuring out I'll have to see what the math formula for this is. I'm assuming this is box 2D 3.1 main. Let's actually check this out. I don't know if he like the winding is like an actual like part of like the box 2D API or if this is actually like a completely like a custom. Let's actually check real quick. I'd like to know the math formula so I could actually figure this out. I went overlap. Ah. Ah. Okay. Can't remember how to like. Alright. I'll see if like what math formula is this used in, or like used for? See if it mentions it inside documentation. Apply wind forces to a body. Forces are continuous, not impulses. Using the drag lift coefficients, and this method is to be called every while the body is exposed to wind. Sleeping bodies are woken automatically. Okay, good to know. All right, so there we go. So I think I pretty much got what I was wanting to like test out. Okay, so basically I want to have like drag of 3, or sorry, force of like 3 will add like a slow rise, like it makes it a little bit slow riser. Then probably have like the lift be actually let's do maybe 4 is too much. I want to see what happens if you like just completely bulk up. Okay, yeah, that's how I figured. I figured it would not do anything. And yeah, drag just will make it where like all velocity is taken. So depending on what settings you have for this, the yeah, so I'm gonna make it where it gains velocity at first. It looks like you basically want to have drag under like 1 for most time if you want to have like a hover effect. So what I'm assuming you want is you want to have let me actually grab properties here. I'm assuming if you want to have like a hover effect like this where it basically stays near the top of it, you want to have it where like actually wait, does density actually change this? You know what, that's actually a good thing. What happens if I change density? Ooh, okay. So yeah, okay, so let's see, density, gravity scale. Okay, yeah, so I'm purposely like changing gravity scale to actual like a normal amount for a second. I want to just see this. Okay, so if I say 9.85, so you need like a okay, I'm gonna disable the visual like the feather stuff. Yeah, okay, that's what I was thinking. Like you have gravity scale to 1 and density of 1, you get like a little bob and weave effect. I'm still gotta like figure out the oh, I just realized what the lift effect is. Okay, I was trying to figure out like what all the lift does. Okay, so here's gonna be a fun thing. You guys ready for this? All right, so get the barrel. Oh wait, why is oh, because okay, so if I were to drop a cube, okay, we're gonna have fun with this. Where's my barrel? Barrel. Okay, we're gonna actually remove this, and we're gonna actually do SF capsule. All right, I want to see if this does exactly what I'm thinking it will do. Volumes, let's remove enemies. Contact, nope. Actually, I'm not sure about this one. Gravity scale, make sure that's 1. Position. And actually, you know what? Let's do none. None, make sure. And what I'm gonna do is, yeah, okay. So I want to see this. Okay. You guys might think like I'm spending like a lot of time like just randomly. Yeah, okay, that is what the lift does. Okay. Okay. So testing out like the lift and buoyancy from the wind effect. Yeah, okay, so I get what the lift does. So the lift is I was trying to figure out like how the lift affects the like the force applied to objects inside the wind field. So the lift is Okay, yeah, that's exactly how I'm starting to expect it to happen. So the lift value and the wind properties basically depends on the actual like surface contact. So like I'm gonna just do like 0.1 for a second, make it very small. So if you notice the rectangle, like a rectangle collider here, I'm hoping YouTube doesn't compress it enough where people can't see it. The rectangle collider, it's a flat surface. So the normal of the contact is just up and down. But the capsule collider is not a flat surface, so the lift is adding a like a type of perpendicular like a force. So it's actually like going like a perpendicular to thing. So so if I were to actually make this out, this is gonna be my last test. This is gonna be my last test. I know I'm kind of just having fun with this, testing things out. Actually, you know what? Let's do this. We're gonna do 0.1, or actually, do 0.25. Let's do 2. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna actually have it where, let's do 0.25. And I'm assuming because the bottom is actually less. Yep. Okay. And there we go. So cool. I'll do like a, yeah, there we go. Bob and weave, bob and weave. That's what I was hoping for. Wee. Alright. Wind physics. I understand that now, and I made it where it didn't actually collide with the floor. Let's actually make that collide with the floor real quick. That way it doesn't like fall over or fall through. Okay, so yeah, that's all right, guys. I've been doing this for like 2.5 hours. I've been testing out different like values for like wind properties, buoyancy. I'm gonna have to look into the Archimedes math formula to kind of like be able to figure out like what is the proper like values for what I want. Because basically, as far as I can tell, the Archimedes principle is actually used inside of like the calculation for the buoyancy. So I'm gonna have to, I'll look into like, I gotta look into this math formula. Oh my god. I mean, it's not that bad, but we can have fun with this. I want to see like before I quit, I want to see I'm sorry, I got entertained by the just floating barrel. Let's actually remove that floating barrel. It looks like the values need to be like not over, like not too high. Yeah. Okay. I think because I have yeah, I think because I have like too high of linear damping. Let's see. What flow speed do we need? Boo 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 boo. Yeah. 1. Yeah. Okay. So basically, as far as I can tell, if the density of both the water, the fluid, and the density of the object falling into it is the same, whatever the flow speed is, if you have zero linear damping, it basically will add kind of that amount of velocity per unit per thing. But if you do like, let's say 0.1, you'll see that it kind of, okay, maybe 0.25. There we go. It starts to actually make more sense. I do also know that changing the property values after starting it will be different than if you had the properties values set though at the very beginning of starting the runtime or entering play mode. And the reason why is like whenever you change the values, it's based off the current velocity of like the thing. So if I were to actually have these values like set like let's say 2.5, let's say 1 for the flow speed, you can see like, okay, the barrel starts to slowly go down. And if I do like 0, boop, 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 we got a river. Boop. There we go. Make a game where you basically just have to bounce stuff. But I'm done. I spent 2.5 hours testing out like different values, properties. I know some of them seem like a lot of the time is just me like testing out different properties for like the density and stuff. But seeing how they change, like how changing the density of the physics object changes like how the buoyancy and stuff does. Visually seeing that, being able to like be like, okay, if I change the density of like the fluid, it will affect object this way. Knowing that and being able to see it visually helps for when I actually need it in a project. Like I can know like, okay, if I want to have it where it floats to the surface, I can do this. If I want to have it sink slowly, I do this. So literally all I've been doing, testing out like actual like ways to get different like things. Oh wow. It flew. But hey, so we got wind zones working. We have water buoyancy effects. I don't have it working on the player yet because I have to like update the custom character controller. But yeah, we got it. It's good. I am very happy with like the actual system. I actually like that, I can actually like push stuff underwater and actually like have it like move. I'm actually surprised that worked as well as I thought it, or as it does. I still need to figure out how to make it not shoot up whenever I hit it from below. I'll work on that later. I'm ending stream. You guys have a wonderful day. Thank you all for joining. Take care.